99.7 BHX, the Shore's classic rock. Well, the moment has come. We've been promoting this since last week. Grahm Nash is on the line. Hi, Grahm. How are you?
I'm fine, Ron. How are you and everybody there?
Oh, we're all doing fine now that you're on the line.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thanks.
So you're back in the studio again. It's been like 10 years, right?
Since a little longer, actually.
Yeah, how long has it been since you've done a solo event?
16 years. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
something
been
like that.
You weren't mumbling there, were you?
Not me.
Okay. When you were recording in Hawaii, did the studio have any windows?
Oh yeah, I've lived there for about 25 years now. So yeah, my studio definitely has windows.
Well, you are getting into the technology big time of the year 2001, 2002, dabbling in 5.1. Did you like doing audio that way, the surround?
I loved it. I've never been satisfied with just left-right speakers as in the normal stereo world. It's what we've gotten used to, and it's what most people know. But the new world is now 5.1, and that refers to 5 speakers in a subwoofer. So you've got left, center, right speakers, 2 behind you, and a subwoofer. And it's mainly to bring out music from soundtracks of movies, and is now gradually a lot of the great records of the past and records that are being made now are being put out by this company DTS out in California. DTS Entertainment are the company that have put out the 5.1 mix of Songs for Beginners, Songs for Survivors, and the CD will come out July 30th on Artemis.
The name of the project is Songs for Survivors.
Correct.
From Artemis Records, coming out soon, right? Also to the record stores.
Yeah, July 30th it will be out.
Wow.
You can go in and get the 5.1 right now.
Springsteen having a release in the same week.
Me and Bruce go way back.
It's okay. He'll forgive you, right?
Oh, let's hope so.
Wow. Grahm Nash on the line. I want to bump back to the days of the Hollies real quick. Can you give me 2 moments, most memorable, happy moments with the Hollies? Anything that happened, whether it was in studio or live or something with a fan? Anything that happened with the Hollies that you really remember to be great?
One of the great things I remember about my time with the Hollies was the very first time I ever heard myself on the radio. We were in London. We were going to do a BBC program. This is now 1963. March of 63. March, April, yeah, about May of 63. And we were walking down this street in London, and this guy was working on this storefront. He was putting in a new window or, some cement at the front. But he had a very early transistor radio, and our record came out of this radio as we were passing. And it was the most remarkable thing to hear yourself on the radio for the first time. It reminds me of that story that Paul Simon told me once, that him and Arthur were sitting in the car outside one of their apartment or houses in Queens, and the DJ comes on and he goes, "Sounds of Silence, there is a new #1 record from Simon and Garfunkel in America. Sounds of Silence, #1 record." And Arthur looks over at Paul and he goes, "Wow, I bet those guys are enjoying themselves."
Yeah. All right, so what's the second most memorable moment?
With the Hollies or just generally?
With the Hollies.
I think some of the early shows we did with the Rolling Stones were pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nearly getting killed, people ripping at your clothes. We used to wear ties in those days, which is how hip we were then. And I remember Tony Hicks nearly getting strangled, running to a private plane to get out of somewhere. The Hollies were, those early days of rock and roll were quite something. And of course, most people know about the early days of rock and roll with Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah, let's get to them.
Yeah.
Wow, how's everybody feeling health-wise? Everybody looking good? David looking good?
I think everybody's doing good. I mean, David's at the house I built on Honolulu Bay right now in Hawaii, so he's doing good. I think Steven's on Maui. He's resting. And I last saw Neil about, just under 2 weeks ago at his place in Hawaii also.
How would you describe Neil Young as far as a person to get along with and perform with?
I think you better have your shit together when you want to deal with Neil.
Yeah.
It's very simple, He's serious as a heart attack about life and about his music and about creation, and he's got very little time for both.
No time for nonsense.
That's right.
Well, you have a little bit more laid-back approach, don't you?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. I Yeah, I mean, I'm a different person than Neil Young.
Sure are. So the new release is coming out, and it's out in the 5.1.
Right.
And it's coming out in the CD. Any favorite cuts on this?
Oh gosh, I like the whole piece as a concept. You know, I think lyrically it flows together. I think musically it holds together. Gosh, you know, right now I must say that my song "Lost Another One" is very much on my mind because we just lost George Harrison and John Entwistle.
Do you talk about the rockers who are gone in the song?
Yep.
Wow, I'm going to have to definitely take a listen to that. I did not know that, and I love songs like that.
Yeah, you know, between, you know, Roy Orbison and Harry Nilsson and Candy and Jerry Garcia, I'm losing too many friends.
Right. Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, I only have moments left, but I want to talk about your work with giving money to the UCLA Pediatrics Medical Center.
Yeah.
The medical center. Why UCLA Medical Center?
Well, first of all, I certainly appreciate everything they do for the children. You know, they get sick children and they make them as well as possible. My friend Nicolette Larson, before she died, was a supporter of that children's hospital. And when Russell and I and Nathaniel Conkle, Russell's son, we put on a couple of concerts at the Santa Monica Civic about 3 or 4 years ago, and recorded it, and we have a great record, and I'm waiting for someone to put it out and be able to make even more money for the children's hospital.
Well, Grahm, Nash, man, these mere precious moments have gone by real quick here. We thank you for being on the air here on BHX, and thanks for your time, and it's just really a thrill for all of us to hear you on our phone.
Thank you very